Braid Show. I'm your host, Mr. Big Braids, coming to you live on this Monday night. Glad to be back from that weekend. Had an outrageously crazy weekend. I'd have to tell that story on another show. It was wow. Got a lot of stuff done though. Made some money on, across, few little items out there. I was able to get some flooring done. So, you gotta love the little things and loving that price action across the board. We got BTC coming at 20,751. A lot of people, calling for some higher price action. We look at all the different different scenarios and such, and BTC's been pretty steady sideways. Could be possibly setting up with some sideways action over time because 20,000 is getting pretty cheap as far as big dog scenario and all, but could we be looking at some lower price action? Definitely so. But just remember, this is not my this is not financial advice. These are reviews and opinions of the market only, and you always got to do what's right for you. You take a look at the inflation that's out there, the prices that are going across the board, middle class getting affected. Everybody's gonna be checking out some money to do some little bit of things, entourages and all that cost a little bit of money, and I'm sure everybody's feeling that pinch across the board. Prices are just up on everything, and gotta check out a little bit of crypto to pay for a little bit of fuel. Unless you're holding across the board, like a lot of the big dogs probably just got sitting out there with the diamond hands and forgot they got millions of dollars in BTC. That's the way I want to be right there. And taking a look at BTC coming at 20,749. I got a lot of stuff out here. I definitely forgot about myself. And that's the best way that I've been doing things is slap it in there and check on it later. So. But I'm rolling for the next 10 years. I'm holding in. I'm gonna see where I'm sitting at in about 10 years, and I might. That's definitely gotta take a vacation after that point. You grind hard all life. You gotta have at least one good trip left in you. So yeah, I'm holding it down for some mini trips. So. As we look across the board, sales price action, the dippy action's definitely gonna, fizzle out. I'm taking a look at a lot of good projects that are holding price action through these dips, staying pretty steady because those are the projects that I want to get into. Those are the projects that are holding steady. Not a lot of volatility at that bottom price action. So I know that some of the coins that are holding pretty good, that's the price action that's going to be holding. They've been holding through the dips. Look at ESM holding at like 2 cents, MLN's 25.72. If we look at the averages over the last week, we can pretty much see, where's everything's been basically balancing out. NCT's been holding right around 2, getting a little bit of run up here and there. People still getting a little bit of action, and at these prices, amazing price action across the board. So we got UNFI at 466. BLZ's been holding right around 9 to 10 cents. So once that bull market hits, I'm definitely gonna be loving that accumulation across the board. So diamond hands across the boards over my way. So but that's just the way that I roll, and that's my game plan. And I do a little DCA here. I do some scalping off the top, get a little bit more accumulation at the bottom. Buy low, sell high, wash, rinse, repeat. It's and that's just you got to watch the charts. You make that run up. Get those scalps in because on this downtrend, it's I at this point, and I've been doing this so long, I don't even really need a grid up there anymore to look at how far it's gonna make it up. I'm just like, okay, I know it's going there, so let's get that tight squeeze going. Let's get that short ready. So but it's just keeping an eye on the market, keeping an eye on what's going on in the media, and at this point, it's getting kind of, we're getting to that point where we should start be hitting that the bottom areas, but with what's going on with inflation and everything, the way the market's setting up right now, basically setting up like what we had to do back in like 1977. And at that point, I'm looking at the factors there because we didn't have crypto at that time. 1977, and things got pretty pricey and kind of tough there for a little bit, and uh, you know the stock market was definitely affected. So I mean, there was people that came out of that on top when they figured out what was going on. It's buying low and selling high, and but at this point, I'm definitely out here looking for some lower price action, especially with because when I see news like middle class getting affected by the prices, I definitely start looking for that lower price action because I know at that point that a huge amount of the middle class, that's been buying in are going to be starting to check out as well. So, but you always got to remember this is not financial advice and my views and opinions on the market only, and you always do what's right for you. So, just little bit of my opinions on the market and where what's going on here. And if we hold this 20,000 over time, I definitely looking at some lower price section. Something's got to give. It's either going to give to the bottom, it's going to give to the top, and I'm definitely out here accumulating. I'm up on BTC at the moment, so uh, so at this point, I'm like, I'm up. It might be just a few thousand, but hey, it's definitely awesome, and it's getting those low bottom prices that are definitely definitely awesome. And if we get that lower price section, I'm definitely out here lurking for that lower price section. So, but are we going to get some sideways action over time? That just remains to be seen. It just, just like today, I'm just now starting to see a lot of different posts about middle class being affected and such across the board. So, those are some kind of factors that I'm looking at. But we do have a few capitulations down where they were bought up real quick, and gives me the impression that people are still buying out here. Where's the bottom at? What's going to bottom? Where are we going to hit the bottom at? Until then, I'm just going to keep on having a cup of coffee and staying up late, getting those awesome sales price actions and looking for those floor bottom buys. So, but just wanted to take a quick look at BTC. We'll get back on the regular set, and I hope everybody and all the coins we talked about tonight, good luck. And you always remember this is not financial advice, and reviews and opinions on the market only, and you always have to do what's right for you. So you always have a good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night. Mr. Big Braids is signing out.